And he's off. Yes.
My phone have waterproof?
Nope.
Nope.
So don't get it wet. Okay, thanks. Off to the Griffith Observatory, right, Luke? So don't punch.
Yeah, I could take sports all day. Dry.
Nope.
Go down here.
I think that goes to a different place. That's right. We just went past.
We are analysts. No more common experience begins.
Ready? 1, 2.
Just
Hollywood, that's right. We're in. We're in the tunnel. What was that? Wow. Fence. Bowser. Deja vu. Wow. The bombs. This is from the Fast and the Furious Wild Speed movies. That's the Japanese name. Minute wait.
What are you filthy nuts?
Gonna test.
Park, Scarface's mansion, or town square of Whoville. To your left-hand side, we have stages that are that were just being used for the fourth and final season of Bel-Air, a Peacock original series. They're striking those sets right now, which means they're putting everything away, cleaning up, because they just wrapped up filming last week. The fourth and final season will premiere on Peacock later this fall. To your left-hand side, this area has also been used for the Emmy Award-winning series Hacks, which you can find on HBO Max, starring Gene Smart and Hannah Einbinder. And Soundstage 14 was used in one of Universal's biggest movies. Anyone here a fan of Jurassic Park? You might remember the scenes where they're hiding out in trees. Dr. Grant and Timmy race against the car that's falling through the branches so they can get safety on the forest floor. Or in a moment of command, Ted marks the beginning of our production bungalows. These bungalows once served as dressing rooms for actors like Lucille Ball, Doris Day, and Rock Hudson when they get ready to work here at Universal Studios. Now they serve as production offices for writers, directors, and producers responsible for bringing your favorite stories to life on the big and small screen. Illumination Entertainment has worked on movies like The Secret Life of Pets, Despicable Me, and The Minions. Keep looking to your left, you might see parking spaces for people like Justin Spitzer, who co-created Superstore and NBC's newest workplace sitcom, St. Dennis Medical. Kevin Williamson has an office on our lot. He's the writer of the Scream movies. And if you indulge me a little bit, we can play a little game of I Spy, aka Wicked for Good, will be premiering in theaters later this year on November 21st. To your left, more sound stages. These ones are currently in use for the show's Metropolitan sets that you might recognize from movies like Bruce Almighty, Lady Sings the Blues, or one of my holiday favorites, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Keep an eye out for St. Denis Regional Medical Center coming to your screens later in November. They're premiering season 2. We can use these city sets to go anywhere in the world. We can also use them to help us travel back in time.
Back to the Future. Right here. Clock tower.
To your left-hand side, we have Courthouse Square, famous setting of Hill Valley, California for Back to the Future Parts 1 and 2. It's the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future Part 1 this year, and that is the original clock tower that they used to film the movie. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Jessica, that sure doesn't look like the original clock tower. The columns are gone. Where did they go? Well, that's what happens. When a movie like Back to the Future gets as famous as it is, you have to disguise those columns to use them in anything new. Otherwise, people are going to stop the movie and go, isn't that the set from Back to the Future? So they disguise. Now, as we leave our small town life behind, we are trying to make it big in the big city. Which big city? Well, that is up to you. This long street, A&R Metropolitan sets, can become any city in the world. It played Chicago in The Blues Brothers, San Francisco in Dirty Harry, Los Angeles in Transformers. But we have named it after one city in particular.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here.
And things like parking meters, street lamps, and stoplights. On the corners, you can put trash cans, newspaper stands, bus benches that help to bring you not only to a different place in the world, but to several different time periods. For example, New York Street played a 1940s Brooklyn in Captain America: The First Avenger, and 1800s London in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, it's hot.
Give it up for Bruce the Shark. Little thunder. You got yourself a perfect storm. Now, a storm like this can really up the ante in a movie, a TV show. It can really raise the stakes, make dramatic scenes more dramatic, make romantic scenes more romantic. You can even enhance a comedy by adding rain where someone's going to slip and fall all the time. Weather usually tries to reflect the mood of the... Wait, hold on. Okay, usually the spring goes on a little too long. Did I mention if you're sitting in a blue seat, you might get wet? Well, in case you missed it, here it is. In the movie Big Fat Liar. A bunch of water coming at you and not get hurt, right? And there's no better place to talk about stunts than out here in the Wild Wild West. Now, you may notice that some of the walls around us look a little different than the ones in the Metropolitan sets. A lot of wooden walls and a lot of bricks and stones made out of foam or foam rubber. So you have a nice soft place to land if you get pushed up against the wall. You can also replace all... This played the fictional country of Genovia in The Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement. To your left and right hand side, you might also see alleyways that were turned into Tortuga and Port Royale for Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Put up a big green screen, you can turn this into Paris, France, and Academy Award winner Josephine Hull. The Lilac Victorian was once 1313 Mockingbird Lane, home of the Munsters, and the Yellow House is the home of Devi Vishwakumar, played by Maitreyi Ramakrishnan on every episode of Never Have I Ever on Netflix. The backyard of this house on the corner to your left-hand side was used. Want to do a big stunt out here, like maybe blow up a house, light a house on fire, have a tornado level a house. A couple of those things happen on Desperate Housewives alone. But if you want to blow up a house like on The Burbs in 1989 with Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher, you could do that. You're not destroying someone's real property. Okay?